Hello my friends and viewers, in this video I will demonstrate you the full potential of the relatively new squad vehicle, the Chinese Object 122 MT, MC tank. MC means manual control and probably refers to the wire-guided ATGMs which this tank can fire. The four ATGM tubes with wire-guided missiles serve as a secondary armament, in addition to the main armament, which consists of the 120mm smoothbore cannon, which can fire needle shots. It's worth noting that this Chinese tank, or to be more precise, tank prototype was built after the Chinese had managed to capture working T-62 Soviet tank, which was probably one of the first modern MBTs to be armed with a smoothbore cannon capable of firing needle shots. And the Chinese had decided to develop the Object 122 as a response to the Soviet T-62 tank. Unfortunately or fortunately, I cannot judge. This tank wasn't finished, and unlike many other tanks on 8-3 BR, this tank doesn't have any explosive reactive armor or any type of combined armor, however, or near armor. However, it does have a very sloped frontal plate, which allows it to bounce off enemy shells from time to time. The tank also has a full cast iron turret, which is pretty hard to penetrate because of the anglet armor. It is pretty similar to the cast iron turrets found on the most Soviet main battle tanks. The unique trait of this tank is the fact that it can fire ATGMs, and they serve as your secondary armament and are pretty effective and helpful when the enemy manages to survive your cannon's shell. If this does happen, you can finish off enemy vehicle with an ATGM. Of course, this is not the only tank in the game that can use ATGMs. However, it is probably one of the few tanks. The other two are the two French modifications of AMX-13 with ATGMs. It's probably one of the few tanks in the game that has ATGMs mounted in such a manner. However, unfortunately, your ATGMs are pretty slow. However, on the other hand, they are second generation ATGMs, which makes it pretty easy to hit enemy targets with. It also should be noted that this tank has decent mobility, and its needle shots have pretty decent damage beyond armor. Most of the time your enemies die after one or two shots. Overall, it's probably one of the best squad vehicles in the game, and I recommend it to anyone, especially to those who research the Chinese Tech tree, because this tank offers a pretty interesting gameplay which is different from most other main battle tanks in the game. Thank you for watching, like and subscribe, and please support Ukraine in whatever way you can. Slava Ukraini, and see you later.